Vimuchyatam imam bandham avidya kama karmajam sarvabhuta suhishanto maitra karuna atmavan moche grastam atmanam yoshin mayatma maya vikridito yayaivaham krida mriga ivadamaha. Because of identifying oneself with the body, one is subjected to desires for sense gratification, and thus one engages in different types of pious and impious actions. This is what constitutes material bondage. Now I shall disentangle myself from material bondage, which has been caused by the Supreme Personality Godhead's illusory energy in the form of a woman. Being a most fallen soul, I was victimized by the illusory energy, and I become like a dancing dog led around by a woman's hand. Now I shall give up all lusty desires and free myself from this illusion. I shall become merciful, well-wishing friend of all the living entities, and always absorb myself in Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada is saying something very nice. There should be the standard of determination for all Krishna consciousness persons. Okay? If you want to become Krishna conscious, we should have this determination. There is the famous example that man, we always take that, but it should be remembered again and again because we are still stuck to the material platform. Example of the man was chasing a woman and that woman did not like. But this man was powerful. He was a prince and she was an ordinary girl. So she took laxative in the purgatives for 15 days. The man saw her after 15 days. He could not even recognize her. He said, here a beautiful girl used to be there. He said, yes, I am the same girl. But her beauty I have separated. So he got curious. So she showed him the beauty. It was 2 pots of stool and urine. Correct? Or her purgative is a puke. Laxatives means you come down. So even though even Shankaracharya says all the beauty the woman can display, or for a woman a man, for a man a woman. Sometimes some people say the Vedic literature is only written for man. No, sir. Now what do you do? Everything they will put man, woman, man, woman. They are not so foolish. For a woman, for a man, woman is the form is the illusion. For a woman, man's form is the illusion. You understand? Illusion is not the form is illusion. The attraction is illusion. It's not the form doesn't exist. It exists. It exists. So, what is said here is that if somebody, the Maya is actually making an ass out of us, a fool out of us. Correct? What is it making? Completely making a fool out of us. Therefore, a man needs to come to the platform of sanity to be able to advance in Krishna consciousness. To advance in Krishna consciousness, need to come to the platform of sanity. You cannot be on a bodily platform and also be on Krishna conscious platform. Just like Prabhupada used to joke, no? Some people, they smoke ganja. It is very common in North India. The sadhus also smoke ganja. So Prabhupada said he is not Brahma Bhuta, he is Ganja Bhuta. And Brahma Bhuta means on the Brahman platform. He is on the Ganja platform. Less than an ordinary human being, less than an animal. And he goes on as the advanced spiritualist. They sometimes, unfortunately, people get cheated. Actually, it's not that unfortunately in one sense, but people are fit to be cheated. That is also there. That is also there. Fit to be cheated. No idea. It's so dull as far as the spiritual life is concerned. Like animals, their mind cannot go around anything more than eating and sleeping. Correct? If they see a spiritualist, that also see that only. I should have better fruit juices every day. I should have better food every day. That's all they can think of. They cannot think of anything else. Even animals are better because animals are controlled by nature. Therefore, animals don't do any sinful activity. There may be a tiger in the forest. If he wants, in one day he can kill all the animals. If he wants. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do. He kills one animal. He has more common sense. Suppose he kills all the animals in one day. What is going to happen? Then there's no food next week. True or not? So he kills one animal, okay, and after 2 days he kills another animal. So it's self-sustaining. Nature's way he acts. The nature is self-sustaining. Therefore, we were discussing yesterday night, the man has developed science, so-called science. Nothing but it is. He feels very proud about it. It's nothing but, I told you, bending iron. Technology, how to bend iron. Previously, Lohar used to be there outside village. Now it is Tata Iron and Steel. It's a big industry. Nothing to give big credit to them. It's a small thing. Prabhupada used to say, they say we have done so much. What have you done? The 4 problems of human society are there where they were. There is no change in them. People are still dying. Have you stopped it? People are still becoming old still. Have you stopped it? Diseases, a new kind of diseases have come because of the funny lifestyle you have created now. Correct? Previously, people didn't have these diseases. And then people are still getting born and suffering in the womb. Did you stop that? Did you stop the suffering of the child in the womb? No. Nothing you could do. But common foolish men get cheated, Drama. The real problem is as it is. Just like you are in a slaughterhouse and tomorrow you will be slaughtered. Their role is do some cricket commentary in front of you. Arey Baba, what is the use of that? And we are also such buddhos that instead of being absorbed in the problem which is coming very soon, I will be slaughtered in the slaughterhouse. Instead of thinking about the problem, instead of thinking how to get out of this jail, correct? Why I'm in this prison, who has put me into the prison, who has brought me into the slaughterhouse, how did I get caught by this man? So many things you can think. True? The cow is so strong, it can push 5-10 people at a time, easily. But cow was cheated. It was thought it is a goshala. It's not a goshala. This man is not a protector, he is a slaughterer. So similarly, we also get cheated by Maya. Actually, Jiva cannot be touched by Maya in one sense because Jiva is Mahan. It is by the will of Krishna when it has foolish ideas that is trapped by Maya. You understand that principle? Jiva is also superior energy of the Krishna. Mental energy is inferior. How can superior be captured by inferior? Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, no. Bhumi apo analavayu kham mano buddhi evacha ahangara ityame bhinna prakriti ashtada. And beyond this lower energies, my higher energy is the soul. By the will of Krishna. So why does Krishna? I gave you the simple example. Just like a piece of metal is inferior to you definitely. Which is more important, a piece of metal or a man? Man. But by that tie your hands and legs. So I can do it. So similarly by Krishna's will, the metal energy entangles you because of Krishna's will. Otherwise soul is transcendental. And Veda Vyasa also says that when he has the meditation, he says it is unnecessary. Unnecessary. Just not needed our getting entangled. We don't have anything to do with the material world. We can enjoy in the spiritual world. Unnecessarily we have got stuck here. So instead of trying to understand why I have got stuck in the jail, instead of trying to make a path how to get out of this jail, what the contribution of the so-called scientists, the jokers, is what? Put a TV in front of you there. Hurry, you are jail. Tomorrow I will slaughter. What do I do with this? Can you enjoy the TV? Can you enjoy the TV now? Is it possible? Take a standard example every time. You were caught by Islamic State. Now they went somewhere near the city of Damascus. They have yesterday captured 250 people. Just kidnap. And they will do what they do always. They'll put them in a boat and they drown the boat. Every time they think of new way of killing them. Correct? Now you are in the boat and they are going to throw a bomb on that boat and kill all. Something funny way you are going to be killed now. Once they put people in a cage and lower the cage inside water. Die. So some funny way they are going to kill you. Either cut your head is the minimum. At least that will happen in 1 second. Now, instead of trying to solve this problem, some jokers come, they will put a TV in front of you. We'll do some drama in front of you. We'll dance for you. We'll give you nice scent. We'll give you nice clothes. What I have to do? Therefore, in the Vedic culture, people did not waste their time. So that yesterday I was discussing this very important point. Try to understand. We have to put everything in the right perspective. होता ना जो ज़्यादा उछल रहा है उसको ज़मीन में लाना पड़ता है. The scientists are jumping too much actually. Actually, they have done nothing for this world. They're jumping too much. You have to bring them on the ground. ज़मीन में आओ. होता ना? होता नहीं. आपका कुछ नौकर है. जैसे आप जूता ठीक कराने गए, ठीक है, वो जूता आपका ठीक कर दिया, उसका भी पूजा करोगे क्या? 2 रुपया तो भूल जाओ ना उसको, क्या करोगे? सपोज आपका जूता फट गया, किसके पास जाते हैं? होम डू गो? मोची ना, cobbler. What does the cobbler do? He'll repair. What do you give him? Some 5 rupee, 10 rupee. Then after that, you bring him home and do arti for him, or you forget him. Forget him. That's all. He doesn't know anything more. So similarly, all the scientists do the work is like that juta, mochi or lohar. That is the Vedic culture. इनको कहाँ रखा जाता था? सोचो जरा, कहाँ रखा जाता? Just think about that. What was the due respect given? हर चीज का due respect होना चाहिए ना. अब मोची को तुम राजा बना दोगे तो क्या हाल होगा? Everybody should get due respect according to the, not because of birth, according to the role is playing in our society. Okay. So due place has to be given. They're jumping too much actually. Their place is just like a lohar. That's all they can do. The real problem in the society they cannot solve. People have been misled. People have been cheated. Day by day they are being cheated. All the politicians, all the leaders, all dull-headed people. They are presenting every day as if the scientists will solve a problem. They have not solved any problem in the history. What problem they'll solve now? Now, what is happening actually is just like a frog you keep in water. When you heat the water, suppose you put a hot water and put a frog, he jumps out. You take a frog and put it in the water and gradually heat the water. Frog doesn't come to know. By the time it wants to jump out, it is too late, it dies. You know this? It's a common sense logic given. Similarly, these jokers, 300 years ago they started. They are gradually destroying the whole earth. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Within 50 years, 100 years, definitely, this planet is not fit to live. What is it? You cannot live. No civilization is possible. They are bringing the, if nuclear war starts, then it is over within minutes. But I am saying even if it goes away, it is going. Within, they say 30-40 years, there is no water to drink. Everything going unsustainable. I give you the example of the tiger. A tiger is not so foolish. He works in a sustainable way. He will not go and kill all the animals. Then tomorrow there is no food. Agreed? You understand or not? But we have not worked. Have you worked in a sustainable way? You know, if you show the photograph, I should show you that photograph. There are some lakes in the world where nobody went to disturb. No jokers went. Or some very decent people are there. They don't put any dirty thing there. The water is so crystal clear. You can see the floor. And then, city, when they take water for the city, they have no chlorination plant. Nothing is needed. They just put a pipe at the bottom of the lake, just pump it, that's it, to the city. Can you imagine? Previously, the whole civilization used to live on banks of the rivers. All the Indus Valley civilization, this all on the banks of the river, either the Saraswati river or Indus, correct? Or Ganges river, even today. Saraswati river has, vanished now. As Kali Yuga goes, all the holy places will vanish. Because people only offend, they cannot take benefit. So then, people used to go to the river to drink. They can hold the water and drink like this. The water is pure. Today, the Yamuna is called a dead river. The holiest river in India is Yamuna. Ganga is called holy because Krishna's lotus feet are touched in the Vaman Avatara. And there are some more reasons. And Yamuna is called holy because Krishna played in that. It is even more powerful. Yamuna river practically has been made dead by the time it reaches Mathura. Not one drop of water in Delhi they allow to pass. They take whole water. What comes after bathing, drinking, all your dirty activities from industries, people's, mala, everything comes back to the river. So dirty it is. This is science or what? Who allows? And people are not getting alarmed. They are happy I got a tablet. They are not watching. And when a situation comes, say 30-40 years later, when earth is not a place, even recently, tops there, we don't agree to him. He is an atheist, number one joker atheist. some, what do you call him? He's half handicapped like this. Stephen. Actually, God has been kind to him, to able to live even after such an attack, but he's still offending. Don't know where he wants to go, God knows. Still offending. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I throw such people in the lowest, permanently in the hell. They can never come out. Anyway, but at least one sensible state. He said, within 100 years, we have to get out of earth. Nobody can survive after that. So it's just like a frog getting heated. Why society is not getting alarmed? Because gradually, they're getting heated. You understand? If suppose I bring you from 300 years ago on earth, when these jokers had not destroyed earth, water was crystal clear, every air was so fresh to breathe, people are living on the banks of the rivers in simple cottages, correct? They're all around the world before the so-called industrial revolution, correct? And suddenly I bring you here. People will get a shock of their life. But 300 years, gradually, we have destroyed the world. We have destroyed air, we have destroyed water. Every year, 10,000 species are becoming extinct. How many? 10,000. I'll just give an example. In one country, what happened? They had a huge forest, say few 1,000 acres area, very nice, but it was all very disturbed. The river was dry, everything was there. They saw one person had a common sense. Something is wrong because everything should be there. You know what he brought? Tigers are missing here. So he brought the tigers. You think it disturbs? No, because of the tigers, certain area, the animals stopped coming. Correct? You got it? Because the animals used to graze away everything. Because the tigers, now the plants started coming up. The whole, everything, if you remove one species out, whole thing becomes disbalanced. It's impossible to believe that some 20 years later, because the tigers were there, everything was in balance now, correct? Natural cycle. The river started becoming fresher. Everything changed. The forest came up. You can see that video. It's unbelievable video. As an experiment. So similarly, in a whole ecosystem that you have, every species is playing a very important role. You do not know when you, from industry, you put tons of chemicals into the river, what damage you're causing to yourself tomorrow, you do not know. They have been acting like half knowledge is dangerous thing. I told you yesterday, it is not that society should not be provided comfort, but not by this low tech which is being used. Better say simple that. Very low kind of technology we are having today. Because of that, global warming is happening. Because I know that means our technology is very low class. We have to improve, correct? We are looking for a greener technology, no? Isn't the whole society looking? That means presently you don't have. We're having a very low level technology by which you're only disturbing the earth. We are not saying don't provide comforts. Previously also, kings used to live in palaces, they had comforts. Lord Krishna had 16,100 palaces. Very comfortably they were living. But not in a way which disturbs the environment. The technology is very advanced. Today we have very low class tech. This is like lohar kam, very low tech kind of technology. It's not that the weapons they had all the weapons, but they'll not make an industry. Vedic time there were no industries. First thing, no industries. For the first mistake we have done. No industries. You cannot find industry ever in the Vedic time. Prabhupada says industries are hells. Nobody can work. Can anybody work? Now just suppose a road you're making. That's very nice. What is the industry for making the jelly? Look, the laborers, what is their condition here? What is their condition? It's crazy actually. So but the people are not realizing this. Okay? So we have to understand the situation in this world, number one. And number two, we should also understand that as I come to Krishna consciousness, first thing I should stop getting enchanted by this so-called scientist. Asat Sangha Tyaga, they are all Asat people who have no interest to know the truth. Don't get glamorized, enamored by them. They are not contributing anything for you. Rather, Prabhupada said, the greatest enemies in the human society. Why? They become very proud because of little learning. He has learned how to bend iron. He'll come and talk to you. In my opinion, God We are talking about an area which you have no studies, you have not been educated. Huh? Previously, it was never there. Who can bend iron is called a Shudra. Not by birth again, because people will take the topic. It's by his activities, correct? He has no right to come and tell the king what is God. No. King will hear. Whom the king will ask to come? A Brahmana. Why Brahmana? Samadama, tapa, shaucham, shanti marjama. We have 9 qualities. He is known for exhibiting the 9 qualities, and therefore the knowledge is there. A knowledge cannot be there with the drunkard, woman hunters, drug addicts of today. What knowledge they will have? They have no knowledge. Knowledge is only with a Krishna conscious person. Knowledge cannot exist otherwise. Knowledge is not such a cheap thing. This low level knowledge has descended to the Shudras, and therefore they are destroying the world. The knowledge of the Brahmanas is not destructive, it is sustainable. In fact, all the comforts of society were given by the Brahmanas, by the sages. They gave the comforts. That also they only gave the technology, correct? You understand? Kings were living in comfort. They had very powerful weapons also. But this technology was given in such a way that it did not harm the society. It was very useful for the society. So Prabhupada is now saying that we should, our focus therefore should come to not expanding on material comforts. That's of no use. You don't become happy. You're sitting on this, I have more software. That's not very important. What is important is that Prabhupada is saying we should be very determined, like Ajamil is determined to advance in Krishna consciousness. And what is the reason is determined? Because it's understood I am not the body, I am spirit, soul. Whenever somebody came to talk to Prabhupada, Prabhupada always focused on this one fact. Whenever you preach, focus on this fact. You are not the body, you are spirit, soul. Don't allow the person to go anywhere else. Okay. That also to learn, he should come not in an arguing spirit, he should come in the spirit of submissive inquiry. Okay? This should be the only point. The body is changing, I am the same person. And the futility of sense gratification and the presence of the soul. These are the only 2 aspects we should open out to public. Once they understand these aspects, then we come to the higher aspects of Paramatma and Bhagwan. Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagwan, there are 3 knowledge in the Vedic culture. If you first of all present to anybody, just keep yourself locked in the level of Brahman, not other 2. Don't reveal that openly. What we openly give to people is Harinama Sankirtana. That is very sweet. Because as people, society participate in the Harinama Sankirtana, they become very blissful and happy. And then, so this is very important. Prabhupada is saying, Ajamila is saying, what did I do? I got completely cheated by the illusory form of woman. I got cheated. My whole life has been wasted. Take care. So now I will not do like that. And not only that, I will give this knowledge to others. So Prabhupada said, yes. Devotee should not only practice Krishna consciousness, he should also give knowledge to others. If he only keeps to himself, he is a neophyte. But he is able to share to other people and preach, he is now advancing. Okay. Most of the people are like that only in India. Non-practicing. They don't practice the religion they are in. On top of it, they have no capacity to preach some values, teach some Krishna consciousness to any other person. When you do that, Prabhupada said, then you will get special protection from Krishna. Kali Yuga, you will not survive by protection. You need special. How will you get special protection? Give this message to one other person. But alone you cannot do. Therefore, it is done in an organized way. Okay? Just like we do organized way, we try to preach. Then only it is possible. Srila Prabhupada ki